Okay, good afternoon or good morning, folks. Back here again. It's day two. Ooh. So, first, the headline of the day today to welcome to day two. By the time you get this, I should have the video posted right off here to the side. So, please make sure that you are reading all the content when you are getting ready to do your assignments. It does help you to get a better mark. I've had a few people who have been asking me questions that it's just really because they haven't read the full content. I have had other people who have asked me questions because they really have needed help, and I have no problem with giving you help if you need it. So please ask me the question if you need it, but make sure that it is not because you just haven't read all of the content first. Um, the other thing is that I was noticing a lot of you were giving me quick, brief answers. Okay, I know this is not an English class, but I do ask you to give full and complete sentences in your answers. Yes, no, that's not quite cutting it. Give me, yes, I agree with this statement because, or an example with your orientation was, have you ever used D2L? Yes. A little bit more information, please. Okay. Yes, I used D2L when I was doing this class. I was very able to, or I was able to take care of it. Yes, I used it, but I wasn't a fan of it. Hey, that's fine. Just let me know. Give me a little bit more information. Give me a little bit more background. Okay, today we have, let's see, the module 2, the culminating activity. Some of you had questions about that, and there is the culminating activity that comes at the end after everything is done. You still have to get the graphic organizers done for questions 1 to 4, and then the culminating activity has its own, and we'll get into that in a second. Then you get into module 3, again, parts 1 to 4, and just as with the other one, that is module part 5 for module 3. The culminating activity, you do not do that today. You are going to be working on that tomorrow. Please don't work ahead unless you really have something that you know that you're not going to be able to show up to tomorrow. It's open, okay? You can get something a little bit further ahead, but I would prefer you to think about it over the evening, kind of make a game plan, and then you can get into it the next day. So it is open, so you can take a look at it. Okay, let's take a look at the culminating activity first. Okay. And again, you click on culminating activity. I see from this that some of you are already on it, which is great. So module 2, why do I care informing others about my civic issue? I'm not going to go through absolutely everything here. You guys can read it. It is very easy and simple to get through. Getting through to the end here. Let's get started on creating your own social media post about your civic issue. So many of you have picked different civic issues. Some have been on the environment, some have been technology, and for those people, I remember I asked you to try to slim it down a little bit. Environment is a very big thing. It takes up the whole world, literally. So try to slim it down to 1 or 2 aspects of it. The dumping of toxic waste in the Niagara Gorge. Is there toxic waste being dumped? I don't know personally, but that's an example. Technology. One of you came up with the idea of self-diagnosis and how technology has really kind of enabled people to start self-diagnosing themselves and how that's a bad thing and why it's a bad thing. Great. Technology could also be the influence of false media that is out there. Talked about that in the last segment, module 2 earlier. It could be the fact that we are spending too much time with technology. It could also be about the fact that we have relied on technology through this pandemic, and now we need to get back outside and start to live our lives again. Shut down the computer. Let's get back into class. Let's start seeing each other face to face. Whatever your points are. But try to slim it down. Okay, that's basically what I'm getting into. So it says tap here. I know that there's going to be a few people who don't understand that, so I'm just going to tap here, and it will open up your next thing. Again, you hit copy, and now you're going to make a accurate and factual social media post on your civic issue. Be clear and concise and convince your audience about the importance of your civic issue. not just why it's important to you, but why it should be important to them. Include at least 3 accurate and specific facts about your topic. This will require research. You're going to have to do a little bit of extra research on this. It's not going to be based right in here. Try to find a picture that draws attention to the importance. It doesn't matter about copyright. This is not being published. I am not going to be going through and saying, hey, this is copyright for Reuters or for whatever. Use whatever picture you can find. Okay? And include correctly cited sources. Don't forget, we are using BibMe instead of EasyBib because we're having problems with EasyBib. If you forgot about that, that is in an announcement that was on yesterday. So you've got your sources, you've got your image, write your social media post there, and if you need a little bit more room, that's fine. After that, we are going to Module 3. Why should you care? Okay, rundown as to what you're going to be doing. Graphic organizer, we are going to open that up. I've got one opened up. So, it has it broken down again. Part 1 and Part 2, Part 3, and Part 4. This whole thing is due today. Part 5, you'll be working on tomorrow. That you do tomorrow. Okay. So Part 1, you're going to be talking about the 3 little pigs and the big bad wolf and taking a look at the different sides of the story. You know, maybe the 3 little pigs had a good spin doctor, and maybe the big bad wolf, you know, he really wasn't to blame in all this. Maybe the 3 little pigs were picking on him the whole time until he just couldn't handle it anymore, and they were really the aggressors in this thing. That's what you're going to be looking at. Okay, next one. Use the diagram on slide 5. Identify 5 things that influence your perspective. So let's take a look here. Slide 5, because I knew that was something that I wanted to discuss with you. All the way down here to slide. Where is 5? Okay, let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So many factors influence your world perspective. So pick a few of these things, and that is what you're going to be discussing. Let's minimize that. So 5 things that would influence your perspective. The headline that you are going to select. Okay, let's get back into this. Whoa. Okay, headline. These are the headlines. They are closer towards the end of the section. I know we've got all these other things in here. I didn't create this. I would not have put that right afterwards without saying, you know, bypass the cartoons. They're important for you to get perspective, but the headlines actually come towards the end. These are the headlines that you're talking about. Okay. What are the 2 different perspectives being shown here? Well, I'm going to take one. China bans the children from using mobile phones at school. 2 different perspectives. One, the idea of the parents or the teachers. Banning phones in school is a great thing because, I don't know if you've heard it, my phone has been going off while we're having this discussion. A little distracting. That's why I kind of fumbled my words a little bit. The same point, the kids, they like to be in touch with individuals. They want to be able to contact their parents if they need to. They want to be able to contact their friends. They might want to be looking up information. Great. At the same point, are they looking up information during a test? These are the different perspectives. One from the point of view of the teachers or the parents, one from the point of view of the kids. Social media damages teenagers' mental health. Okay, so what would be the 2 different perspectives on that? I'm going to let you guys decide. The spring bear hunt is back on. Very different perspectives on that. You've got the different ways that you can go on that, and that's all I'm going to do because I want to finish answering everything there for you, and that would not be good. Okay, so it's going to say the headline that you have selected, you're only picking one of them. And then you're going to write what the perspective 1 is, what perspective 2 is. Again, full details. Don't just say perspective 1 is from the point of view of the teachers. Perspective 2 is from the point of view of the kids. What is their perspective? Give me details. Link it to your own personal knowledge. Make sure that it is relevant. Okay. Political significance. This is module 3, part 2. Select one political issue and judge the significance using the chart below. So let's get into module 2. And we will present political significance. Zipping through. You've got healthcare, you've got First Nations, you got Quebec independence, climate change. What is the political significance for these? Okay. Let's get back to your... Okay. That might be what you think you're supposed to be talking about, but however, it is not. From the videos, this is where it comes in. From the videos in the Google slideshow, which political issue did you choose? It's not those that I want you to talk about. Okay, these are not them. Keep going, and now we're getting into the videos. Yes, we got Trump again. Again, if it was up to me, no more Trump in this stuff. Fighting food waste. Real estate agents breaking rules. LGBT lawsuits. Ugly Blue Jay fan behavior. Sugar industry paid for research. RCMP files. These are the videos. Pick one. You can watch many of them if you want. You can watch them all if you want, so in order to pick the one that you want. But that's what you're doing, is you're picking one of those. Okay. Back to the graphic. Is the impact long-lasting? Definitely, probably not, definitely not. You're going to go through. There is no real right or wrong answer in here. It's more, as long as you've got a good idea as to why you would say that. In your opinion, is the issue politically significant? Why or why not? Again, don't just think that this is all the space that you have. This will keep going on and on and on for 2-3 extra paragraphs if you need it. Not looking at 2-3 pages. Keep it to a good paragraph, maybe 2 paragraphs if you need to, but not just, is this politically significant? Yes. Doesn't tell me anything. You're not going to get marks for that. What makes something persuasive? I think that one was pretty self-explanatory. I don't think there was too much that I needed to get into in that one. Yes, that was a Rick Mercer rant. That should be pretty easy to get through. Political party commercials. Which do you think was most persuasive? What is the least persuasive? In this aspect, I don't want you going on your own personal opinions. I don't like the Liberals, therefore their commercial was the least persuasive. No, I don't agree with them because of this specific reason. That's what I'm looking for. Not that I like the Conservatives, therefore I think they were the most persuasive. Why? Give me reasons why that commercial was persuasive. I have my own political beliefs, and the political party that I support didn't think it was a very good political ad. I won't get into why. But what made you choose that commercial, and why do you think that it was most important? Okay. That is it for the day. So make sure that you get everything done. I'm going to go back to the home page here. And that is because live support. If you need help, I am on from 10 until 2. You can take a look up here, and don't forget to sign up for your sessions. I see a few of you have already for today and tomorrow. Great. Don't feel ashamed, or don't feel scared about signing into next week's already. If you already know that you're good. Again, if you have any questions, whole lot of block here where you can jump in and say, hey, Mr. Jones, I don't understand something. I am online. Okay, I'm sitting here at my computer bored. Please ask me questions if you need to. I have no problem with you sending me an email. but I would prefer the video calls just because we had a few problems today, and when I was able to talk with the individual one-on-one, it made things much clearer, much faster. It's just easier to get your opinions across, and that way I can understand that you're actually getting it. It's not just, okay, good. I don't know that you've actually understood it from that. So take a look here. Don't forget to sign up. And if you are having any problems, just sign in here, Civics Help. Okay, that will take you right into the Teams chat. If it says offline, that just means I'm offline for now, and you're going to have to email me. But just click on that. Boom, there I am. Okay, I might not be online right away with you. It might take me a few minutes because I'm online with somebody else at that moment. Just hold off and wait for a few minutes to see if I log in or let you in. I think that's it for today. I've got nothing else that I need to say to you. Everything was going great for day one. Yay, we finished day one. We're on to day two now. So if you have any questions, log in, ask me for help. If you are good, then I will just be looking for your assignments. Have a good day, folks. Now, how do I stop this?